Good afternoon, you guys. It's actually daytime right now when I'm filming, and there's just a lot that's been going on lately, so I'm just gonna fill you in. I know it's been a good minute since I filmed my last video, but there was just honestly so much going on, both like my life at work and everything else. So I'm just gonna give you a quick little rundown of my whole situation, my whole spilch, so maybe you can get a better understanding, but also please be prepared because changes are coming, and I'm actually excited because I have decided to change a couple of things in my life. And now that these changes have been made and are also in the progress of being made, I feel like I actually have more time to do things and focus on things that I've always wanted to do, but I haven't been able to give 100% for. So one of the first big changes that I made, I'm pretty sure I ranted about it in one of my last videos, was that my weekend job where I work as a server as a convalescent home, I finally put in my 2 weeks. My last day to work was last Saturday, and this was the first weekend where I didn't work on a Saturday, and honestly, it was amazing. I've been working 2 jobs for half a year. I've always, for the most part, tried to work 2 jobs. And there was even a point in time where I was working 2 jobs and going full time as a student to school. And it takes a lot of commitment, a lot of dedication, but you also come to the terms that you can't really have a social life or friends. It's not what it used to be. And I wasn't going to school right now. I am taking a break from school, but working 2 jobs every single day was exhausting. Waking up to an alarm, whether it be 5:30 in the morning, 6 a.m., 6:30, working more than 6 hours a day, and then basically coming home to try to make food, shower, and go back and repeat. My only days off would be on Sundays, and for the most part, I wouldn't even sleep in on those days. I would wake up pretty early, clean, go do my shopping for the week, and then before I knew it, I had to mentally prepare myself and just get ready for the start of a brand new week. And this was the first Saturday that I had off, like the first entire weekend, and honestly, it was amazing. Even though I didn't do much, I got to sleep in a little bit, wake up at 8, 9 o'clock, kind of just like chill, spend time with friends, actually talk to them, spend a little bit more time with my siblings. It was eye-opening, and honestly, as the days go by, I am going to be making a schedule of the things that I want to be doing now that I no longer work 2 jobs. For the most part, one of the big things I need to do is I need to plan out my financial savings. I'm only going to be a one paycheck person, and I don't know, like, it's new and I have responsibilities, I have bills to pay, utilities, and everything else going on. So over the course of this next couple of days, I need to financially sit down and make myself a calendar and list out all my bills, all my responsibilities that have to be paid and done, and see how much money I have left over. Honestly, the reason why I worked on Saturdays at this other job was because when I had gotten my Monday to Friday job, I realized, oh, this is perfect. But on Saturdays, like, it wouldn't be so bad working, seeing that the pandemic was just starting and everything was closed. It's not like you could go out and socialize with friends or go do anything. So I realized, why not spend those more hours in the morning working and making some money rather than just being at home and then maybe waiting later on in the day to see if my boyfriend was finally up. My boyfriend does wake up pretty late in the day, and yeah, so I usually see him once or twice on the weekend, and then things just go back to what, I don't know, I don't even know what I'm saying, but to the afternoon. So I realized, oh, you know what, let's be productive here, make some extra cash, and yada yada. It was fun, it's great, but honestly, it's so tiring. And yes, I'm taking a break from school, but I do plan on enrolling back to school. I'll be looking into colleges this summer to see exactly what school I want to not transfer to, but what school I would like to attend, or if I want to switch up my master's. I honestly don't know what I want to do, but when you work two jobs and you have all these other things going on and you're also trying to be independent, and there's not really much time. So for starters, I'm studying for the LSAT, and I'm not gonna lie, these last 2.5 months, I haven't been giving it the 100% focus that I should be giving it, and the focus I used to give to school. Honestly, I had tried. I wouldn't start studying until 8:30 p.m., 9 o'clock, but to be realistic, I would only get through 3 to 4 pages, and I wouldn't necessarily always understand what was going on. I'm sorry, the lighting was perfect, and I can literally see the clouds coming in and my lighting just changing. Also, my little camera just broke, my camera stand, so I will have to be purchasing a brand new one because this one is broken, so I had to do a makeshift setup. So excuse the setup if it doesn't look 100%. I know that there's some flaws that I need to work on, but yeah, I want to go back to my studying. I want to give it the 100%, the attention that I need, because if I continue to apply for schools and I decide to make the decision to enroll for either fall semester or next summer semester, I need to give school all my attention, especially if there's a chance that I'll be paying out of pocket. So it's time for me to hit the books and kind of prioritize and reorganize my life once again. So that's one thing I will be doing now that I am no longer working at this serving job. I need to start looking into schools, the kind of schools that I might want to apply to, what the requirements are, what I might need to give to them. I need to start asking for letters from people that might be able to help me. And another thing is I need to map out my finances, since I will only be living off of one budget, and I need to make sure that I'm financing and planning everything accordingly. And another thing that I'm super excited for is I want to focus also a little bit more on filming videos. Before that, I never really gave you guys a date as to when I would be uploading, and I was lucky if I was able to post to 1 video a week. And it's honestly, like I had said in my last video, it was hard to find time, and if I found time, it would be super late at night. So I want the quality of my videos to improve, and I also want to produce more content. So I'm expanding my horizons and seeing what I enjoy. So that's some of the new changes that I've been going into. And my last final change that I wanted to discuss with you guys is that I'm in the process of trying to find my own apartment or my own studio. Now, granted, that being said, I live in California and everything here is ridiculously expensive and overpriced. Even for a studio, studios right now are going for, I want to say the cheapest one in my area is $1,000 for 100, and I honestly cannot afford that, because that price is just for you renting out the room, not including utilities, and I just think it's ridiculous that places want to charge that much. I've also kind of come to the conclusion that I would be mentally more happier if I was living on my own rather than roommates, or if this time ahead in the future, if I decide to have roommates again, I will want to make sure that they're people I know and not just not like through those random apps. I know that there's apps, like I believe one is called Roomies. There's different like groups on social media like Facebook, I don't know about Instagram, but where you can go look for an apartment or a room and you'll be bunking with other people. That's kind of what I did with where I'm at right now. I honestly don't remember where I found this room in this big apartment slash condo, whatever you want to call it. So when I moved in here, there were already 2 people living here and they were a couple. Turns out though they were a married couple. And I will be doing a story time on this later on. I'm just letting things like process. It wasn't the best living situation. My roommates weren't exactly the most, they weren't very sanitary, and those habits, I'm not okay with that. I didn't come from that kind of household. And yes, I have like OCD and I like to keep things clean, but that's just how I grew up, you know. I was raised in a household where my mom taught us, you guys should, my mom just taught us like the importance of like being cleanly and clean and making sure that your home is a representation of you, because at the end of the day I truly believe in that. How you present yourself, how your home is, like if it's clean, it's a good representation of who you are as a person. And that's something that's always stuck by me. I know we all live with different models, but I'm a big believer of how you come off is super like important. I might take this part out. I feel like I'm not phrasing myself properly, but I like to be clean. I like to clean once a week, maybe twice a week if I have time. It's just super important to me. I'm not okay with leaving a mess in my house and then just going out about my day and then sleeping in it. Don't worry, I will have a story time later on. I just don't feel comfortable giving the story time here, seeing that I'm still living here. And with that being said, my roommates did move out. Supposedly they moved out to another state and they left it a mess here. Emphasis when I say a mess. And I'm still in the process of getting my own place, trying to find a place. I have my eye on a specific place that I want to move to. However, it's I don't know like if it's gonna go through, so I'm still in the works, and that's why I've kind of been a little bit MIA. I haven't really been posting on any social media, and my videos, like I know it's been a minute since I filmed it. I've just had so much going on, and when you work a job that gives you set hours, it's really hard to do things like this, like to go run specific errands. So now that I have this time, I'm trying very hard to prioritize what's important. But that's just a little update that I wanted to give you. Honestly, my biggest priority right now is to find a place to call my own and hopefully be able to, you know, literally call it my home and not have to share with anyone and live the way that I want to live. If I do get this home, which I'm hopefully praying that I do, I will be able to modify it to my liking, but most importantly, I don't have to share it with anybody, and it would be my own little, I guess, a safe place where I get to do what I want. And that's just an update. If everything like plans out, I want to show you what the process would be of me kind of remodeling this home and setting it up to my standards. And yeah, other than that, that's basically it. Don't worry, more content will be coming up. I'm so excited to see what these new changes bring about. And another thing is I'm getting back on my workout habits. I am focusing more on exercising, focusing on my health, and I have recently been going to the gym. Yes, gyms are starting to open. You have to be masked, and I'm also focusing on the foods that I eat, specifically on the weekdays. So please stay tuned, and thank you so much for watching and being patient with me. I am very happy for these changes to come in 2021, and honestly, I feel that as the weeks are going by, stuff is beginning to change for the good part. We're no longer in that situation where we once used to be, and I kind of like to think, yeah, I'm really happy, not just in my life, but like outside in the world. I feel like slowly things are beginning. things are beginning to open up and we get to enjoy freedoms that we took for granted. So please stay tuned. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I will catch you guys on my next video. Bye bye.